So it's Monday the 21st of June. So we got the weekly close today and we closed below the support and we're just having the follow-up. So this has been quite precise, and so let's take a look. On the weekly, remember the investment area, it's around the 30s or below here. We are still pointing down on the weekly. We have the 50 around here, 50 MA, around the 30K, and we still didn't manage to come to the 21 and the 12 or the 20 for a bounce. Maybe we just range to the 50 here, hold, and maybe then we come to the 21 or even higher around this area. If we close below this area on a monthly basis, I think we will come to the 26 or to the 19th 20 or 20 or even less. We don't know. Will depend on the stock market as well. So on the monthly basis, now without all the trend lines, which have been quite precise, we still didn't touch this one as resistance, and this one here, this one we already tested as resistance, and we have the big one here from the big move up, and we have the 21 and the 20 around here for some bounces. Okay, so this is the monthly. So taking all these out, this line is the super trend, so I can take out the super trend. We don't need it now, but it's been quite precise on giving the buys and sells on the low time frames and on the middle time frames, but I'll just hide it. Okay, so we are on top of the 12 monthly, but because we still have 10 days to go, it doesn't count at the moment. It's acting as support now, but we need the candle to close in 9 days above it to try to push the next month higher. Closes below, next target will be here, around here, or maybe even on this candle close, 19,600 or the 20. So everything is pointing down, indicator still pointing down on the monthly, weekly. So we have the 50 here, seems like we want to come here, maybe do a double bottom with this wick here, and do something here on the 30,240s around this area. But remember, there's a big liquidity pool below here, and we have the 89 around the 26K, which is this area here, this candle close here. And if we come down, we have the 100, which is this top here, on the 19, which is the previous all-time high, and the 200s are here on the 16, and the 200 simple on 13, 14, and the 377 on 10K. So everything is still possible. Remember, this area wasn't tested as support when we went up, which is aligned with the 377, and we have the 200s here. So indicators are pointing down weekly. Now we have the 21 and the 12 pushing the price down, acting as resistance as well. So we might have a bounce here, but we have big resistance on the daily. So we just broke down. We had this bearish retest, basically because the weekly, and now we are testing the 377 once again. And now with all the lines, we didn't pass the 200 exponential until now. And we have this trend line here, 1 point, 2 points. Seems like he wants to come here, but we have the 50 below. So we have all this area now to see if we have a bounce. Indicator still pointing down on the daily and looking quite weak, Bitcoin. So and now we have the pressure of 21 also down, but remember we closed the day below the weekly support, this blue line here, and it was a bearish retest, and now we are coming down. So everything looks quite bad. Remember also we got that cross here, the 50 crossing the 200 simple, and this is quite bearish, and we are just having this move down. Let's see if this area holds to have a bounce at least to this area, to the 21, and who knows if we manage to go a bit higher and to these areas above. But let's see. Everything is still possible. And now 4 hours. But I don't think we need the 4 hours. I think the daily is enough. But if you want to get a bounce, just check the 50 at the moment on the weekly and this trend line. So we have this range that we broke down, and now we are in this area here. 4 hours going to the oversold again. One more time. And 1 hour. Already have a small bounce on the oversold as well. So we can just put this and see. Okay, so all the rest of the coins, of course, Bitcoin coming down, everything is coming down. Just remember, today it will be very important for the stock market because we got a bearish close on the S&P 500 and everything looks red. So let's see how we open, if we open with a green like a short squeeze or if we keep on coming down. So it's important day. Big bearish candle also on Bitcoin today. So everything has been quite bearish. No, only here a little bit of a bounce, but looks quite bad. And let's